If you are a millennial like me, chances are old Cartoon Network shows don't just bring back nostalgia, they also remind you of how good the shows were back then compared to now. Some may say it's only because of the nostalgia effect, but that's not entirely true. That period was truly the golden period of Cartoon Network, with its content peaking in the 1990s and early 2000s, something which even the current shows are unable to compete with. Why did the cartoons of the 90s peak and what led to its decline? One of the important factors of the time was that the creators were allowed to create a layered content. That means, even if it were meant for kids, it had deeper storytelling which people of different age groups would appreciate. That is why rewatching the same episodes brought in new layers as we grew up. Audiences weren't thought of as dumb, and the content was never dumbed down. Many science fiction and fantasy concepts were explored in these cartoons, right from Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Quest, Mike, Luke and Og, Courage the Cowardly Dog, SWAT Cats, and many more. The new adventures of Johnny Quest had a core concept of virtual reality, something that we see today. And it had very interesting episodes, like in one, they challenged human evolution by depicting an ancient alien angle to it. Captain Planet dealt with climate change, something which is even more relevant today. The Mask had an episode of making fun of a famous container brand of multi level marketing, depicting it like a cult, and aptly so. Batman animated series always dealt with human psychology, and there were villains who suffer from various psychological issues. In one episode, there was once a supermodel turned villain who, once considered very beautiful, now ugly. She plans a revenge on her producers. Expecting her to be ugly, it is revealed in the end that she is still beautiful, but she is unable to see it herself.
Oh no!
She's beautiful.
She can't see that anymore. All she sees are the flaws.
Everybody knows that Scooby Doo's gang had a talking dog, something secretly going on between the two characters, and a stoned character who had a lot of cravings and possibly explains why the dog was talking. It had a takeaway for all age groups. And then came the show Courage the Cowardly Dog. Return the Slab or Patthar Lauta Do episode, where Egyptian pharaoh Ramses hunts the characters in his 3D avatar in a 2D show, was out of the box and clearly has left everyone scared for a kids show.
पत्थर लौटा दो
क्या?
पत्थर लौटा दो वरना मेरा श्राप लगेगा
क्या ऑफर करते हो?
आज रात तुम पर 3 भारी विपत्तियां आएंगी एक से बढ़कर एक पत्थर लौटा दो
But then came censorship and standardization. Strict rules and guidelines dumbed down the content. Batman's Joker and many characters were modified visually. Creative wings were cut off, and it impacted overall storytelling. We entered the age of digitization. Images became flatter, frame rate changed, cost cutting happened because quantity rose, templates became a norm. Every new creative medium has been going through this. First, there comes a medium which allows people to try something new. It leads to creative boom. When it booms, the money is pumped in to capitalize on it. But it leads to over expansion, which leads to standardization, formulaic creations, leading to saturation. Ultimately, decline, and a new medium pops up to fill in the gap. Television did that to films, then the OTT did that to television. Now AI is allowing more creative freedom than ever before. When every medium reaches at a peak of industrial scale, it becomes repetitive. Because that's how industry works. Replicate, what has already worked. As Cartoon Network faded, leaving us with memories, content creators of today can still draw inspirations from its golden era. Just go and rewatch your favorite cartoon and you may find out something new that you might have missed as a kid. At Prav Now Original Stories, I try to bring something new either in thought or presentation, while on this channel, I try to bring new perspectives on history, mythology, and fiction. So stay tuned there, but subscribe here too. And as always, this is Pranav signing off. Tada.